my name is Stephanie Aiken.
And I'm Chelsea Zakar.
And this is The Cutting Edge.
First up, we have Leisha Lozano traveling to the Ivy Leagues.
My name is Leisha Lozano. I'm a fourth year senior. I'm from Kongaganak, Alaska. So I went to the Dartmouth Indigenous Fly-In program it was on October 12th to the 16th. And basically, it was learning about the Dartmouth College. And I had a chance to meet with a lot of Native Americans from all over the United States. We toured the college. We got to stay in the dorms and see what it was like. We met with college students, talked to them of how they liked Dartmouth, and gave us advice about it. They also noted what we should put on an essay to Dartmouth. It's a small campus. There's old buildings. Honestly, I loved it, and I also like the fact that they go by quarter systems. I liked everything about it. It was amazing. I didn't want to leave, especially making new friends. Like, everyone was so friendly, especially the college students who were housing us. I applied during my sophomore year, around second semester, and then you have to get teacher recommendations, send in your transcripts. You have to write like maybe 2 or 3 essays. They look at your academics. It costs $0 to participate. They pay for everything. They pay for the food, the housing, the transportations. My mom, she works for Coastal Villages Region Fund, and she takes rural students out of state. And so she spoke with Stephen Abbott. He's the Native American director person who manages the program. If I'm going to Dartmouth, then I want to focus on the Native American studies they have. I would go and check their website, Dartmouth's website. Most importantly, look at their majors, see if they have what you want. And I'd look into the program. Just try applying there, see if you'll get accepted, because you really learn a lot about Dartmouth. So, one thing about campus. There's this thing called the Green, where everyone can go there to do homework or play frisbee. That's the main place.
Wow, that was very educational, don't you think?
Yes, it was.
Next up, we have Kate looking at the roadless rule.
Hi, I'm Kate Sikowski.
And I'm Robin Masterman.
And we're here at Centennial Hall. We just attended a presentation about the roadless rule. So I am here with
Katie Riley.
And can you give us a quick breakdown of what the roadless rule is and how it affects us?
The roadless rule is a 2001 federal rule that prohibits road building and timber harvest on a certain amount of national forest lands. And up here in the Tongass, it protects over 9 million acres of our forest from timber harvest and road building. So it's really great. It protects a lot of the intact watersheds that we depend on for fishing and hunting and climate stabilization. protects those and makes sure that they are going to stay standing for future generations. So it's important for, our subsistence harvest and our fiscal responsibility, but really our climate stabilization, because I know that people from all over the state are facing, really drastic impacts from climate change. So it's important that we keep the Tongass standing through the roadless rule.
Why is this important for Edgecombe students to get involved with?
I know that a lot of the communities up north are facing really severe impacts from climate change, and the Tongass actually conserves 8% of all the carbon in national forest systems throughout the United States, right? It conserves more than any other national forest in the United States. So it's a huge amount of carbon, like 3 million metric tons that are stored in our trees and even more in our soil. And so if we cut that down, all of the carbon dioxide is going to be released in the atmosphere, and it's really going to speed up climate change a lot, and that's going to mean more drastic impacts for the communities up north. So, that's a really good way to link why Mount Edgecombe students should care, because the Tongass is our natural climate solution for everyone.
That's crazy. I had no idea about that. What is a good way for Mount Edgecombe students to get involved in this and the decision-making process?
I'm so glad you asked. There's a bunch of ways to get involved. From what I understand, you guys are going to have a very exciting movie night coming right up on November 9th, in which you're going to be watching a film called The Salmon Forest, and me and some folks from SCS will be there to help people make comments. But that's what's really important right now, is making comments. So we want to tell the Forest Service why we want them to, keep the roadless rule on the Tongass. And so you've seen you can go to our website, it's sitkawild.org, and you click on the Take Action button, and that will take you to a site where you can click on a link and you can make a comment right there online. It'll guide you through the whole process. It's really easy. Or we have a bunch of materials that I'm happy to send back with you that can help people write their own comments. But it's really, really important that everyone makes their voice heard.
I think that it's important as Edgecombe students to be involved with this, because we go on a lot of rec activities like climbing mountains or walking through the forest, and the cross-country team uses all of the local trails, and without the forest we wouldn't be able to do that.
I encourage you guys to come to the public meeting that the Forest Service is hosting on November 12th here in Sitka, and you can talk about, how this is going to affect your future and Alaska's climate stabilization and our future collectively as a state. So really speak out, use your voices, make sure to submit comments, and make sure to, tell your friends to do the same.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Before we end this episode, we should go check out Wine and Cheese.
Wine and Cheese was a blast. Be sure to show up next semester to voice your concerns to Student Council.
Thanks for watching, and remember, stay tuned to the cutting edge.
Wait! Don't forget to show your school spirit and wear your school colors at tonight's last regional game to determine who goes to state.